Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be a June reading for Pisces. So, the spread that I'm doing for June is a Lenormand 9 grid. And it's a 10 card spread because I have an oracle card to get an overview for what the reading is about. This card is kind of an oracle card. I'm using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, which is a little bit adjacent to regular tarot, sort of modified. So we're going to look at that to get an overview, and then I've got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand here. So to start off, there's a lot of Piscean energy kicking off in June. So Neptune has been in Pisces, and it's going retrograde on the 26th. The moon is in Pisces for 5 days in June. It starts out on the 1st to the 3rd in Pisces, and then the 29th and 30th in Pisces. Jupiter is in Pisces all month, and it goes retrograde on the 21st. So there's a lot dealing with suppression in the subconscious as well there. We're also fully into retrograde season, so we have Mercury retrograde. In Pisces here, I guess. My sign looks weird. From the 1st through the 22nd, and then direct for the rest of the month. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, and Gemini North Node retrograde. So there's a lot. New moon in Gemini on the 10th, full moon in Capricorn on the 24th, if you're looking at that. Summer solstice with the sun in Cancer on the 21st. Alright. So, anyway, Piscean energy. But let us turn up the beat. What we got here? Perception, 21 inverted. Okay. This is like the High Priestess and Justice combined, like one of those combiner transformer robots. I just heard Johnny Lang screaming Angel of Mercy in my head. But this is inverted. We're in a shadow phase dealing with perception. This is the number 21, which is usually where the world is. And I think so. A lot of this has to do with retrogrades. It's like I didn't even see it coming. Possibly this isn't fair. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we're dealing with perception. Suppressed. Things that have been suppressed. So we have 18, we have the loyalty card. 10 of Cups inverted. Why am I alone? Why doesn't anybody like me? I'm so depressed. Perception. So the key here, 8 of Pentacles inverted, number 33. Gilded cage. Opening a door of the cage, opening the door to go out for the dog. 2, the clover inverted, 6 of Pentacles. It's like, I'm so unlucky, nothing ever goes my way. I'm trapped. 17 is the Storks. We have Queen of Cups. 42, the Compass. Trying to hit that true north in the core of the reading here. Major Arcana energy. So we have 4, the Emperor, 2, the High Priestess, which I mentioned here, and possibly 6, the Lovers, which could also be a choice or healing. Navigational system. Alignment. contained alignment, like inside to self. So you have the feminine energy here, the lady, Ace of Swords, number 29. Ace of Swords. Number 14, the Fox with the Nine of Wands. And the Fox is usually up to something, but he's looking off the grid entirely, which is what happened the last time I got the Fox, too. I was looking away from stuff. The Sun inverted. This is the same Sun that's over here. Ace of Pentacles, number 31. Sun, 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 here it comes. A lot of entanglement. 40, the Mask. Masks, plural. Major Arcana energy, so possibly the Emperor and the Fool, or 4 wheels, 4 completions. Over and over and over and over again. You know, you've got you're gimpy, we keep going around in a circle, let me have the compass. A lot of inversions here. The wheel energy is Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, which has to do with luck, which brings me back up to here. That's like, throw me a frickin' bonus. Like, I can't even get a handout. 8 of Pentacles inverted indicates potentially lack of work. This could be relating to recent global situations where a lot of people have been out of work and up the creek without a paddle. But there's probably a deeper issue here dealing with energetic, long-standing, lifelong, negative self-perception. Shadow, the ego at play, the shadow running free everywhere. Look at, see, let's skim a couple of these in the book here. Just skimming this a little bit. Abandonment and thinking about something over and over again. Thinking about something over and over again related to abandonment, denial, blocking. Look at the key here. Lack of solution to the problem. Right? It's like I keep having this repeater lesson over and over again, and I never seem to solve it. It's like a Rubik's Cube, and you know, I moved the stickers and it looked like I solved it, but it didn't. The universe was like, oh no you didn't, and gave me a new Rubik's Cube and I can't get it. Lack of security, right? Not getting any money and I have a lack of security. So what is it not solving? This is a little bit obscure in a different way than the Aquarius reading was obscure, right? The perception itself is the problem here. So thinking about how to solve a repeater lesson becomes difficult when you have to untangle the thinking process itself. Why do I keep self-sabotaging? I didn't want to do that. This is predictability. There's predictability, but there's also a possibility of change. It's like this lady here is looking out the window and she's like, wait, the storks are building on a different tree this year. Or they didn't come, they came a week later. That's weird. Has there been a magnetic pole shift? Are they confused? I'm just considering. It's talking about false prophet and false gospel. And in terms of perception, this to me is coming in like the ego. 9 of Wands, the status quo is the ego coming in and sort of snatching away what your repressed self is trying to achieve. Why do I keep self-sabotaging? And the perception is like, oh, I'm a piece of crap. I can't ever seem to do this. But what's behind the shadowed perception is the ego that likes to eat your ragged self-worth and chew on it like bones. Now it's like I keep listening to this broken record in my head and I know that it's BS. Top quality flaming bullshit. But I can't seem to get this. I can't seem to pull the ego off of my brain. Right? Like a mask that I don't. That it's like in the movie The Mask. You can't take the mask off your face. Like it just sticks there and the ego takes over. And it takes a great deal of effort to pull it off. But if you can't pull it off, well, when the sun comes up, the mask becomes ineffective because in that movie, the mask was Loki, who was a night god. But here the sun inverted is pulling in this nighttime energy, this moon energy. How do I navigate at night when I can't see that I'm going? How do I move through the shadows? Shadows of perception. The doors of perception. I'm kind of curious as to what this feminine energy is doing, and I might have to pull some more cards. The significator. That was the word I couldn't remember the other day. Significator. Something received. Yeah, I'm going to need to clarify this a little bit. I want to... message is not coming through very clearly either. Just hoping my camera doesn't overheat. Part of the self-sabotage is coming from a lack of feeling safe. I'm getting sacral energy here. Lack of nurturing. I don't feel safe in my own shoes. And the ego is like, well, if you succeed, then you're really not going to be safe because you're going to have more, your world's going to be even bigger. You know, stick to the lakes and the rivers you're used to. But the problem is that in order to move forward in life and hop off the broken record, you have to break out of the confinements. And here there's an aspect of feeling attacked, self-defense coming in, where quote-unquote failure becomes a defense mechanism. You know, if I don't succeed, nobody will see me. But then the inner self is like, why do I keep self-sabotaging? Like, I'm so unlucky. You know, why does everyone hate me? Kind of in essence. King of Earth in a challenged position. King of Pentacles. Really wanting to manifest a solid, stable, resourceful energy and struggling to do so. King 14 breaks down to a 5. I want to shift out of lack and into manifestation. This here, this feminine energy, oh, I see what's happening. This feminine energy with the Ace of Swords is coming in and trying to counter the quote bad luck with healing. It's like there was a sickness in this clover that I was basing my luck on had a little plant disease in it, and I ate it, and now I got sick. I didn't know the energy was bad. Like here with healing, it's like, well, you know, focus your energy on these other plants that aren't diseased in some way and take that in as your nourishment. And it doesn't have to be literally plants, though. It's healing, which is a more energetic. It's very green here. This looks kind of like the Magician or the King of Swords. We have this woman here with the Ace of Swords. It's the womb energy, the cradle of life, where your security, where your energy, where your creative flow comes from. If every time you set foot outside of your little parameter of where you feel safe, like your creative waters are dried up down to a little salt lick, and you're trying to stay in that nurturing water zone, you're going to have some kind of rainfall, which is healing. And what's missing here really is water element, which is what Pisces needs. But this aspect of going all the way down into the bottom of the sacral bowl is an internal depth perception, right? Into the abyss. Pisces has the ability to be very deep, and here that groundwater that would refill the bowl, the sacral bowl, is cut off. It's like all you have to do is go is burrow into the ground a little bit. Grounding, healing, finding your inner truth will help bring about this manifestational stability. 11, healing, universal timing. The number of justice, which I said this is justice and the high priestess together. 21, usually the world, so the whole world shifting. We've got particular aspect of Saturn retrograde. There's a shift in consciousness that's required. I think I still need one more card. This woman here is representative of the mother, like how we felt nurtured. And in this case, what's not being the hidden ingredient is the earth is the mother, right? There's a lot of earth energy coming in. So whether you have toxic femininity in your line or in yourself, you can start to experience healing by grounding in the earth energy. For Pisces, I would think meditations, thinking about like marshes and swamps and the ocean floor and coral reefs would probably help. 8 of Pentacles, coming in a little bit at an angle. This is the same 8 of Pentacles. This is very much like a Virgo maiden kind of energy. 8 of Pentacles, the Sun in Virgo. So the Sun still coming out slightly at an angle, but we're trying to gain this grounded baby steps into a feminine flow of energy that can be built on to get to this King of Pentacles energy, right? So we go from a defensive maiden, we're trying really hard to steer into this sort of neutral and content maiden, safe in the element, backed on this healing, and coming out with this King of Earth element. And everyone has masculine and feminine energy, so it looks like some of the alignment of distorted feminine energy that seems to be driving the ego is based in sort of following a trail of breadcrumbs left by an aligned masculine energy. And that could be internal or external. But this mask down here is the ego, and this fox down here is the ego. Seeing things through different eyes. Changing the perception. There is not really that much in terms of swords here. It's like, in order to shift the perception, you have to change feelings. I change how I feel internally in my gut. I stop fighting who I feel that I am. Shift in the emotions of how I feel about myself. Well, maybe I don't suck that bad. Change in physical manifestation. You know, my body is tense. I need to relax. I need grounded energy. I need healing. I need to get in a manifestational flow instead of biting the hand that tries to pull me up out of the dirt. Alright. Hopefully that makes sense. There's a shift in self-perception coming for Pisces, well as the retrogrades and intense Pisces energy during the month of June sort of open the wounds to let the grit out of them. Alright, if you'd like to get a personal reading, I offer this one. I offer a 16 grid Lenormand with 17 card spread total. The list of readings is underneath here in the description box. Also on my website, I've got a home page and another page that's the same list of readings but with a green background and little thumbnails of the spreads. But if you really want to see how all the spreads work, I have a playlist here, readings for sale, and you can see how that works. If you'd like to help keep my channel chunking along, you can donate PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. If you'd like stuff for throwing money at me, I've got coloring books, a dark poetry book, merch prints, actual art items. There's a coupon code here for Etsy, 3 or more items, 17% off if you go through the link tree. That should pop right in. I've got social media, I've got my email here. All of these contact points are through the link tree. That's linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.